Peace or greetings. Hi. um, Rarekama I here of Rarekaba Mystics, and today I'm here to do the um, lunar discussion. And I don't know if you caught on to one of my few lunar discussions. Lunar, okay, new term. Lunar or moon discussions that we had maybe a few months ago now. I was saying that I wanted to find out the original name for Luna, and it's Sin. Sin. So ancients used to know the sun and the moon as soul and sin. Yeah. We're here today to do the Sin discussion, the lunar discussion, the moon discussion, and it's a new moon in Pisces, 8 degrees approximately. And yes, Pisces is known to be very dreamy like and idealistic and very compassionate and loving. People tend to think that the Pisces sign is a bit weak, but if you think about it, weak in a sense. Why? Because people think that Pisces let people walk all over them, or Pisces have too much in their heads, they're not realistic, or no, Pisces just want to help everybody, they just want to serve. And those are true things, but also know that the reason why Pisces do that is because they realize they've they've gone full circle almost in the zodiac wheel to get to Pisces, which is the 12th sign, ruling the 12th house. You have to go through from the top, from Aries all the way around, right? So Pisces has gone through a lot of things, understands the ins and outs, and Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is sometimes known as the Christ consciousness as well. And it's because it's just like it's sometimes seen as the martyr as well. And the martyr is the one that person that will sacrifice themselves for the greatest good or the whole good. It talks a lot about selfless love. But Pisces, like all signs, have their dark side as well, and they can be a bit stuck in their ways and stuck in their heads, and can sometimes let their sensitivity overwhelm them. Okay, and so right now we're in this phase where the soul and sin are both in the same zodiac sign, that is Pisces, ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. And we have a time of higher inner standing, and there's a connection. Mercury is also in Pisces at this time as well. And so communications of your inner thoughts, inner feelings, and know that Pisces is a very intuitive sign as well. Yes, just there's going to be a lot of aha moments and kind of just inner knowing it, inner understanding, and not always knowing exactly where that came from. Because it's funny, because I was thinking to myself earlier today that, excuse me, I've realized that there are a lot of people that have come up and have kind of got a really good name for themselves, and not to take any credit from anybody, because everybody works hard, but everybody works hard in their own right, in their own light. What may seem hard work for one may not be for someone else. And so I realized that there's a little bit of resentment towards this generation that has come up in this enlightenment, and even maybe I don't feel, I hope not, and would not like to rule that into existence, that elder people are envying young children, but there is a sense of that, of just older people envying younger people. And I say that because the elder generation, I'm talking about the elder just to give you a longer span, but where I'm thinking this energy is coming from is actually a younger group of people, but will still be seen in comparison to the people that they might be envying, to be classed as an elder or an older person. So there seems to be this envy energy, and it's unfortunate because it's not really unheard of, unknown, but it's because I understand that the other generations before now have had to deal with things very differently, and they may see this generation, the younger generation, to be having a lot of things handed to them in a plate, but we are going through different times. The planet is accelerating and at a much faster rate than it's ever has. So that's something to consider, and yeah, just be happy for you being here. Be happy for you being whatever stage or phase that you are in, because it's where you're supposed to be, and there's lessons to heed from there. Yeah. So, for they mention, it's a solar eclipse, and the solar eclipse, like the lunar eclipse, the sun eclipse, is very, very, very much more powerful than the more frequent general new moon or full moon. With the solar eclipse specifically, it said that the energies that you emit, or that is already abound, will last or unfold from 3 to 6 months. Whereas, everything that you put into the ether to manifest, or any energy, there's no real set time for it. It could be, days before the specific move, say maybe a planet going into retrograde, or days after. It could be, you could even find the effects will happen much later, or at least when you notice it, it might seem a lot later than expected, considering dates that you may have seen for these planetary movements. But you know that everything is one, and the past and the present and the future are all intertwined on different levels. It's a mind-boggler still to me. I love it. But okay, so let's talk about the ailments for this month for the Pisces moon to work on is the feet and the lymph glands, which is very important, and also the essential oil that you can work with is lavender. Works well with Pisces. And the crystals, moonstone always, amethyst, aquamarine, labradorite, thinking labradorite, chrysoprase as well. Fluorite is very good for Pisces, that telepathy and the psychic ability. What else? Yeah, I guess that's enough for now. And what else can we mention about this new moon? Again, don't ever forget, it's a reminder that the new moon is always a good time to bring in and draw in energy that you want in your world, that will be conducive for you to manifest what you will, what you need to get yourself on your rightful path and stay there. Which is a task at sometimes, at the best of times, but yeah, we can always fall off track as long as we're working and readily able and wanting to get back on top, get back on track and keep it pushing towards that right direction. What else? Yes, Pisces love music and the arts. Like, pull out some pull out an easel if you can, if you have, like, just sit down on the floor and do some drawing, some paintings, music. Like, yeah, I've been doing a lot more dancing and prancing and all the rest of it lately, and it's been great. And yoga's great again. Yeah, so I'm just thinking if there's anything else I need to mention. Yeah, so this is the new moon in Pisces. It's in 8 degrees. It's a great time to take care of your feet. If you have any ailments of the feet, like work on some juju magic and do your thing with that, and the lymph gland as well. Lavender is a good essence herb to work with this month, or this season even. What else? Sunstone as well is good. Bring out the creativity, the vitality. Yes, Pisces soul and sin is in Pisces right now, and Pisces is a cool sign. It gets a lot of flack and a little bit misunderstood. It's sometimes seen as the recluse. But everything's for a reason. There's a time and a place for everything. So, like, everything has good and bad, light and dark, positive and negative. So, it is what it is. But all in all, enjoy the energies and make it work for you. Peace. Love to be in communication with you all. So keep messaging and posting and whatever else happens in this virtual reality that we got going. Yes, I apologize for not keeping it all the latest ones that I will do. So I've been into a few things lately. But give thanks as always for you all, and more love, light, and continued wellness. Peace.